And government has stepped up efforts to seal porous border points in large water bodies as it seeks to stop the proliferation of counterfeit alcohol and drugs into the country. Interior CS Kipchumba Murkomen revealed that the government will increase surveillance in Lakes Victoria and Turkana as they pose the greatest threat. He spoke in Kisumu as he toured the Coast Guard's domiciled in Lake Victoria.
The government has stepped up efforts to seal porous border points in Lake Victoria and Turkana in the ongoing efforts to stamp out the proliferation of counterfeit alcohol and drugs into the country, in line with the President's New Year directive.
Kenya Coast Guard is extremely important in terms of securing this path, especially as we deal with drugs. And we've come here to look at their preparedness, and we've realized that they need more boats.
As you know, the Lake Victoria and the activities that go there contribute a substantial part of our county's GDP, and it's something that we take very seriously.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen said amongst the areas sought to be improved include increased personnel through recruitment, training and equipping the current Coast Guard teams in the respective lakes.
We want to expedite that process to enable the Coast Guards to and to working together in a multi-agency with a multi-agency team from other sectors to ensure that they can patrol the Lake Victoria.
One of the things that has been discussed today is the issue of safety in the lake. I want to point out in particular those who have taken their resources and their wealth to invest in fish cages in the lake. We have had occasions where the fish cages have been robbed overnight, and I'm glad that the government is taking the security of the fishermen and the fisherfolk very seriously.
This, even as a multi-agency team led by the National Authority for the Campaign Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse, NACADA, that is currently enforcing war against alcohol and drug abuse, was today attacked in Kisumu County.
We've received reports and feedback from the Wananchi about intimidation by the individual who runs this enterprise. And from what we hear is that he is very connected. And I'd like to implore upon him ajisalimishe kwenye station ya polisi, because where we sit, he is a prime suspect of this nefarious enterprise that we've blown up today.
A pre-dawn operation turned into a running battle in Ahero as hired goons engaged officials from the National Authority for the Campaigns Against Alcohol and Drug Abuse. The raid, targeting a premise operated by a notorious peddler in the county, yielded thousands of liters of illicit alcohol.
Being an intelligence-led operation, we were able to nab an assorted number of alcoholic drinks from our wines and spirit called Embassy. And amongst what we have collected, what we suspect is contraband alcohol, some bearing the logos of brands that are from our neighboring country.
Another simultaneous one in one of his residences also unearthed warehouses containing thousands of empty plastic bottles and unlabeled packaging cartons, signaling a major counterfeiting syndicate. The operation turned chaotic when the primary suspect arrived and attempted to forcefully storm into the secured premises. After failing to access the premise, rowdy youths were mobilized and began pelting the security teams with stones. The contraband goods were seized and will form part of the exhibits. Achola Simon, Prime Edition, Kisumu County.